Hi everyone, so today we are making goat milk soap, and this is how our goat milk soap, this is the shape and size that you get when you buy. This is already wrapped, so I'm gonna show you this one. This is not wrapped, this is just a piece that these are left over. And yeah, from the background you can actually tell you're making goat milk soap. So I have our few ingredients here. I've not yet measured my oils, we will do that together. So this is the goat milk itself, this is a goat milk, and then we have other additives that we also incorporate in our goat milk, and that includes this is calendula flowers that we also grow here. We have the calendula, and then we also have oat milk. This is whole, but I'll have to grind this into a fine powder. And we also add in our honey. This is honey that we'll be using. Already here I have my lye solution, so we're gonna do this together. We are going to measure the oils together. So let's make soap today. So we are prepping our calendula. We're separating this from the flowers because we don't need this, just need the flowers. And then I'm gonna grind I had to melt this first so that when I add my oils I don't have to wait for a very long time for them to cool. So that is a trick that I use, and it really works. So we're gonna add this and then continue measuring the other oils. Make sure you scrap and scrap and scrap, nothing goes to waste. Yeah, so you see already the other oil was already melted. That was coconut oil. I had put the coconut oil, that's why it looks like this. I had put it in I had put it somewhere so that it can melt. It was too thick. I removed it yesterday, so it's better to work with. I'll put that aside. Now then we measure in the rest of our oils. So we measure this. These are olive oil. There we go. So we add this in here. We put in our castor oil here. That is done. And then we also add it here. We're going to put in our neem. We have finished measuring our oils. We need to check our temperatures. We are looking to soap at room temperature. The lye is already at room temperature, the milk as well. So what is not at room temperature yet is the oils, because we've already heated them, but they should be. So we are going to measure this is at 36. We want it to go down to around 25, 26. So we're gonna give it some time. And this one is refusing to melt here, but we're gonna force it to melt. It has to melt. There, it's gonna melt. But in the meantime, what we'll do, Our goat milk soap is not scented, so we are not using essential oils or any fragrance or anything. Actually, all our soaps are not scented apart from the tea tree, the activated charcoal, which contains tea tree essential oil. So what we're gonna do, as we wait this to cool to room temperature, let's check the milk. By the way, this was from the fridge. Whew, it's a little bit cold, but so this is our lye. So we're gonna measure our lye and then we're going to put in our oils. Yes, I'm going to measure the milk here, and then after I've measured this here, I'm going to also measure the lye here, then mix this lye to the milk. And before we do that, we are going to prep our molds. Let's prepare our mold. I use the loaf mold, and it comes with this silicone molds. So I'm just going to spray in and disinfect the mold and then wipe it out. Wipe this so that once we do the mixing of these two, we're going to just pour it in there. Let me also show you, soap molds come in different sizes. We have this, we have some that come in this size. So actually this is a very good to show you. You can find something like this that has 1 2 3 4 5 6, but probably maybe the base, it does not have a pattern. I just found this and I thought it was pretty. I use this when I'm doing private sessions because they're easy to carry. And you can also find in different shapes. Like here we have 2 different shapes. We have the rectangle and the oval, so they come in different sizes and different shapes. But for this one, this carries 100 grams of each. 100. So this is, in total, this is making 600 grams of soap. This one makes a whole 1,000, over 1,000 grams. So yeah, I had to give that a boost to make sure that everything is well melted. So that means we're gonna give this more time to cool. So it is at 47. It was at 36. It's gone 10 degrees higher. So as we are waiting for this to cool down, let's work on the lye solution. We'll come to where we are adding those, and I'll definitely show you. So we are measuring our oil, our milk here. So we need to put in our milk. Imepita. Sababu imepita. What I'm gonna do, I'm just going to reduce that, and I'm not gonna put it back there. There we go. So don't use the same utensils that you use for your kitchen in soap making. Like you can see, this was just for the milk only. This was just for the milk. I got the milk in this, and it's far away. So so we have our milk. Let's measure our lye solution. And always be cautious when you're working with lye. It's very I think I need to buy another scale. This one has really served its time. You need to upgrade. Yeah, so make sure that whenever you're handling lye, you have your gloves on. You need to make sure you have your gloves on. Let me show you the gloves that I have. These are my gloves. I'm gonna put them on. It can actually burn, and you don't want to get burnt. Okay, we don't want to make soap and then start going to the hospital and whatnot. So you need to have your gloves on, and make sure that you have proper gloves. Don't use the ones for doctors, the light ones. You don't need those. Those ones are not, unless you get a good quality one, but we have light ones. Don't use the light ones, because if it can easily tear and the lye can seep into your skin, and you don't want that. So we're gonna measure our lye. We've already teared our scale. Let us do this. Tena imepita, so I need to reduce that. Perfect. That's what we want. So now we are going to add this lye solution here into our milk, and we're going to stir it in slowly. There we go. We need to also check the temperature, because every time you mix the lye with a solution, with a liquid, the temperatures can go higher. So we need to check on the temperatures and see. We are at 32. So we remember we want to do it at 25. So that is not really bad. So we're gonna just set them aside, set our lye solution aside. We've finished with measuring, so the only thing that is now left is incorporating our additives, and they're all here into our soap. Now I'm gonna show you at what point we will do that. Making soap is not hard. It's not hard. I find it actually fun for myself. It's really therapeutic, really, and it doesn't take a lot of time. Okay, so here we are. We need to check the temperatures for this. If you're in a hurry, you can actually put this in a water bath, in a cold water bath, and allow it to sit there and cool. So this is at 44, and I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to put this in a water bath so that it cools faster, because at 44 it's still quite high and our milk is already at that too. So we need to boost the cooling phase for this one. So see you when everything is at room temperature. So we're going to check our temperatures again. They have really cooled down, and the lye I've checked a few minutes ago and they were at 27. Let's see. So we need to have them all at around the same temperature. This is at 26, which is perfect. And then you have this, which is at 28. This is also cool. So now what we're going to do, we're going to add our additives, the 3 of them, the oatmeal, calendula, sorry, and the honey, and then we give it a good mix. And you're not gonna mix it with this spatula. We're gonna mix it with a stick blender so that it's easy. And then here we have our honey, and we just need a little bit. That's enough for this specific formula. That's good. So we're gonna give this a good mix. We are using this. I'm using this. I have another one because this is a small batch. When you're making a bigger batch, you want a more powerful one. So ignore the noise at the back, but hey, I hope you can see. So So these are very, very small batch that I'm making, like that. So if we were using essential oils, we would have added them here, or people who use fragrance, we don't use fragrance. So that mixing has also, it will help with the cooling, so I think it's good. This is at what, 29 really? No, yeah, you can even feel the temperature. It's a little bit warm. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just give it a few minutes and then come back with it after it has completely calmed down to the temperature that we are looking at. See? Oh, I love this. Oh my god, I wish I just could be able to show you. Oh yeah, there, I'll show you. You see? I really love that. The consistency is yummy. I love this. So let's wait for this one to cool down, then come and then mix together, pour them in your mold, and our soup is good. So now we are, these one, the oils have cooled down, and now we're gonna mix the two. And we want to start mixing our lye solution, which is this one with milk, to our oils. So let's do that. And remember to have your gloves on. Remember to have your gloves on. Then we get our stick blender and we want to mix that properly, really, really, really nicely. Notice how thick this is. So this formula that I'm showing you, I have changed something that we call the super fat. I have really increased the super fat here, and the super fat, it's really, really high. So by the way, I hope it doesn't backfire on me while I'm showing you guys. I've never super fatted that high. We need to keep on mixing so that the light mixture incorporates, they marry well. So that is done. So I was telling you that this particular formula that I'm showing you here is really thick because I have done a very, very high super fat. Yeah, so I was even worried. I was saying, hey, I hope it doesn't backfire while I'm showing you. But yeah, so here we are. We're gonna pour this into our mold. So we're gonna pour, I hope you can see. We want to pour this in here. I think I need to pour from which side, I don't know, like that. Anyway, I hope you see, guys. This is my first time trying to shoot these things. Content in Ngomo. Okay, let's try doing it from this side, like that. Man, anyway, and you see, the more I take, the more time I take, also it continues to thicken. So our soap is done. I'm just gonna pour. So there we go. There we have our soap. It's really, really pretty, beautiful, not only to the eyes but also beautiful onto your skin. There we go. Let me scoop. So there we go. Here we go. So we're gonna scrub this off like that. So the people who do patterns, this is where you do your pattern. We have people who do something like what? Let me show you. Like these. For me, the people who do, you know, something like that. There are also others who will put like, come bring that there, like that, and then come on this other side, do something like that. We have others who will do what other design is there. We have swirls. One day we'll make a soap that you need to swirl. So we have finished making our goat milk soap. I love it. We finished making our goat milk soap, and yeah, we'll be unmolding this tomorrow in the morning. Yeah, and that is how we make soap. Yeah, so I'll show you. I'll be making an activated charcoal soap, and probably I'll show you that. And if you loved this video, let me know on the comment section. And if you also have any questions, please ask on the comment section. Remember, we are Tanga Organics, and we make natural beauty products, from soaps like this one that we've made, to toners, to serums, to body butters, to body balms, everything skincare. Okay, bye. But I'll see you tomorrow as I unmold this soap. Okay, bye. Hi, welcome back to, okay, on uploading this will be the third video that I'll be posting, but this is the second filming that I'm doing. This is the soap that we made, the goat milk soap, the other day. But now, you remember I mentioned that this soap is a super fat, yeah? The super fat is so high, so it's still sort of tacky. I don't know what I'm going to expect, but I just want to unmold it like that and see how that one goes. I just hope it unmolds. If it doesn't, and then if we'll not be able to unmold it today, I'll just leave it in the mold as it is and give it few days, and I'll come back later. Let's do it. This is my cutter. There is a time it had really disappointed me, and I was already looking to buy the bigger one, but this is my cutter. This is what I'll be using. Let me set it aside there. So let's see. Oh my god. And today bees are coming in here. I don't know why. I don't like bees. I don't like bees. So it feels sort of softer, but I'm just going to unmold it. I don't know if you guys can see this. I think I'm just gonna unmold it as it is, and maybe you see it's a little bit soft, but it's because of the super fat, which is really high. Oops, it's really soft. You see, it's really soft. At least it's out of the mold. Now on to cutting. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Probably I'll just have to keep on wiping the cutter every now and then, because oh gosh. But let's try doing this. I was scared that it is not gonna unmold, but at least it has unmolded. So let's cut. It cuts really nicely, but because it's soft anyways. See, 1, 2. The orange speckles, those are the calendula flowers that we put. I'm actually impressed that it is cutting so nicely. So I probably have to let them sit. It's beautiful, right? I was worried that it will not be able to unmold, and I really want to show you guys the end result. We will put this to test, but we will not test this one. We will test the one that I showed you, the one that is already, it's ready for use, so that you can see the lather, the feel. I love it. Oops, it's really soft. So we will count this soap so that we see how much buzz we get. Wow, it's really, really, really soft. There we go. Done with the cutting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is just like this one. Okay, and this half, 13 and a half. And for the weight, let's see the weight. If it is indeed 100 grams, let's measure the weight of these soaps. We see what the weight is. Should be 100 grams or slightly higher. So you see, it's 0, 106. By the time it's ready for, the water has already evaporated and it's dry, it should be 100. Let's pick another one and see. 108. Let's pick this one. 104. 109. So yeah, all these bars are around 100 and something. 110 would be slightly higher, but that's the average. 105 to 108, 109 thereabout. And yeah, so we've made our soap. I love them. I'm actually impressed with this formula. I was very skeptical about it because of the super fat. I still am, so I don't know. I need to put this soap somewhere so that it can dry nicely. So I want to show you the soap when it's in use, the lather. I've not washed my hands from after cutting, so let's see how this can also tell us how the soap will lather when it's totally cured. See, actually I love this, the fact that the super fat, I was worried it would not lather, but see, oh, I love that. Yeah, so let me show you now the product, the soap when it's cured. Now this is the soap itself. So we're gonna put this guy into use. So when the one that you've cut, when it cures completely, this is how it should feel. You see, it's really hard. It's really hard. Oh, lovely. Oh, that lather is beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, see? See? So this is what the other one will be once it's done, once it's cured. So we give it few weeks for it to cure, and you're gonna enjoy it. So yeah, that's how we make our soap, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you'd like to see more like these videos, please comment down below, and definitely I'll read and I'll see and I'll keep doing this more. So yeah, bye.